Hey guys, Steve Tan here. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you guys through a hybrid model that we always use for ourselves, okay? As a lot of you guys that already know us, you know that we don't do like 100% dropshipping, okay? So we do have like a hybrid model that we use which is like we do warehouse some of the products and we do like dropship some of the products. So let me just run you guys through the concept and how we do it on our end, okay? It's not gonna be like really like going into like how we do the warehousing and how we do the dropshipping, because like it's really entirely two different topics. So I'm gonna just go through the hybrid model that we're doing and how we make it work, okay? So let me start with like drop shipping. All right, so as you guys know how to do, you guys should really know by this stage how to do all the drop shipping. Everything is as per normal. So when we start testing products, we do not immediately stock them because we do not know whether it's going to sell well, right? So basically we do test with drop shipping with like, a few suppliers that we have really worked with long term, right? So because that decreases our risk of having like unsold inventory, and we do not want that because initially last year, like last 2 years ago, we kind of got really aggressive and kind of like got like ahead of ourselves, and we kind of had like mid six figures of one single product in our warehouse because we thought we really could crush this product. It actually went on to do pretty well, but it kind of like died. The trend kind of just died down so fast that we can't really move the rest of the units, and we're stuck with 6 figures worth of inventory. So that was like a big lesson learned to us. So we kind of like had like we went on to do research, and we kind of like try to learn ways how to reduce the risk while having like inventory in our warehouse, right? So that we could process all these orders really quickly. So the thing that we came across is something called the rolling inventory system. So how this works is like you do have like a certain amount of stock inside your warehouse. So let's say I'm just giving you guys an example. Let's say your safe number would be 100 units. So let's say if anything below if the inventory inside your warehouse or inside your 3PL company, inside your 3PL logistics center has less than 100 units of this certain product, your purchaser or yourself has to purchase like 50 units back to like refill this to top up. So you have to top up anything. You have to set up a system whereby you have like the lowest permittable amount that this product has to have anytime in your warehouse. So you have to calculate what's the average amount of units that's moving at a week. So you have to order like, let's say this, if like you're moving at least 300 units per week, you need to have at least 300 units of inventory inside your warehouse. And anytime it dips less than 300, you have to top it up to 300, right? So for example, I'm just giving you guys an example. Let's say you're moving 300 units, right? And you sold like only 200 units for that week, and you have to have your purchaser top up like all the way to 300. So if you're left with 100 units and your absolute minimum is at least 300, you have to top up 200 units back. So we call that like a rolling inventory system. In this case, like you're safer in a way. You don't have to like buy bulks of inventory inside your warehouse. And that's, for example, for us, if we're moving volume, let's say 5,000 units we have in our warehouse, and even if we sell like 4,000 units in a single week, we can just always top it up, and we are gonna be always safe. Instead of having like 30, 40,000, 50,000 units inside our warehouse, we could try to keep this units as little as possible, so that we do not risk having so much products inside our warehouse that we have we have the risk of potentially not being able to sell them, right? So that is our hybrid model. We do have most of our products that we're confident in selling. We do have them warehoused inside our warehouse in China, but we also do have a lot of like new products that we're consistently testing every single day. Those are the products that we're still drop shipping. Until that it's proven as a winning product, we will not stock them inside our warehouse, okay? There are some exceptions to whereby we get samples and we start selling off the samples that the suppliers provided us, but that's entirely a different topic. But I just wanted you guys to understand that you could play around with a hybrid model of having your own warehouse, or like you having your own products inside your logistics center or 3PL logistics center, and you have also a drop shipping model. This is probably more for people that's already at a different level. You're probably doing a few $100,000 per month. If you're just doing like starting out, this is just like something that you could know and just get yourself, at least you have the idea of this hybrid model. And once you start scaling, you could explore this model, because it's gonna be like way more flexible in the future for you guys. All right, hope you guys learned something from this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.